So let's see how we did with the practice. So in number 7, it says 2 buildings are 60 feet apart across the street. A person on top of the shorter building finds the angle of elevation of the roof of the taller building to be 20 degrees and the angle of depression of its base to be 35 degrees. How tall is the taller building to the nearest foot? So they've got your picture started for you. The one thing that they didn't tell you, well, they didn't put in the picture, is how far apart we are. So we are 60 feet apart, and we want to know the taller building. So we want to know this height from here to here, which we're going to call X. So the angle of elevation is 20. Now this is not the angle of depression, remember that. And then but it does say that it says that the angle of depression is 35 degrees. But they give me here that this angle is 35 degrees. Sorry, this is your angle of depression whenever you're here looking down. Okay, so we want to know how tall the building is. Well, to start with, we want to figure out, if we can figure out this height from here to here, and then next find this height here to here, and we put those two together, we'll be able to find X. So I'm going to call the first one Y, and I'm going to call the second one Z. And so I know that Y plus Z is going to equal X. So let's start by finding Y. So if I take my little picture that I have here, and just take a snippet of that picture, this angle is 20 degrees and this is Y. And because I know that the buildings are 60 feet away, then this also has to be 60. So if I label accordingly, this is opposite and this is adjacent, then I have to use tangent. Tangent 20 is equal to opposite over adjacent, so Y over 60. And then, of course, we're going to multiply both sides by 60 to get Y by itself. So Y is equal to 60 times tangent 20. When you type that into your calculator, (60 times tangent 20), you get Y to be 21.84. And that is in feet. Okay, so now let's focus on Z. So Z is the bottom triangle here. And again, if I go back up to my original picture, this length right here is the 60 feet. And this angle right here is 35 degrees. So I'm going to label. This is opposite and adjacent. So which ratio uses opposite and adjacent? That's tangent. So tangent 35 equals Z over 60 times both sides by 60. Type into your calculator, 60 times tangent 35. And Z is 42.01. So if we add the two together, Z plus Y, we'll figure out what X is. So 21.84 plus 42.01. 63.85, and it says round to the nearest foot. So to the nearest foot, 64 feet is how tall the building is.